life brings with it many stresses, many pressures, a lot of things we really don't need. I remember thinking back when I was young, when I was a teenager, had to have the name brand shirts, the name brand shoes, the name brand pants, which when I was younger was a lot more affordable. But you know, time and circumstance in my life, things have changed. In most of my life, I haven't really been a chaser of material things. I have things that I need to work. I've had to buy tools when I was a stone carver, and I've had to buy a computer and a phone so that I can make content, so that I can hopefully inspire others. But other than that, I don't have much. I don't want much, and I don't need much. I think we need to really think about what is a need and what is a want. There are certain things, like I said, that we need: food, shelter, transportation. In most cases, Canada is a big place, and we can't walk everywhere. And a lot of times our work could be an hour or more away from our home, so we do need a vehicle. And with that comes expenses that we're all aware of. But in my life, I've never wanted 3 cars. I've never wanted $1 million house. I've never wanted all the stuff in $1 million house. If you come to our home and see how we live, we work from home, we live there, we have 2 cats. It's a lived-in home. You're going to find lots of books, many bookcases, lots of crafts. We all have different priorities in life. I just haven't been one that really was much for living in civilization, I guess you could say. I like keeping to myself. I do make a lot of content, so people know me that way. I don't get out of the house much. I go see my parents once a month up north. They're living in a very beautiful place. The air is fresh. There's animals around. There's nice people around, different people. So we like to go up there once a month if we can and just relax. I guess what I'm saying is we can create a lot of stress in our life by wanting things that we really don't need. Surplus, extra. Remember how I talked about the balance point? Not too far one way, not too far the other way. Try to find a balance. We need to do that in life, especially as things get more expensive. People's wages aren't going up. We need to be a little wiser how we spend our money. Doesn't mean we have to do without, but we need to maybe live a simpler life. A lot of my friends on YouTube, they grow gardens. They talk about being sustainable. You don't have to grow everything, but if all of us grew maybe 1 or 2 things and shared, again, coming back together as community. I just think a lot of the things that people worry about are self-inflicted. We really don't need to go there. We have to live a sustainable life. We have to prepare. I don't believe, this gets a little tricky. Personally, I think by stashing lots of money, saving lots of money, living that, it doesn't show much faith in God, the Creator, whatever you want. We all talk about manifesting and living our lives. Does that mean manifesting surplus, extras, hoards of food, hoards of money in the bank? I'm not sure. I think about that often, though. If we're that far down the rabbit hole that we can't materialize and manifest, I don't know. Again, something to think about. Is this realm that we live in, was it designed that we could manifest and go anywhere we wanted? You know, if we're functioning as we were intended to function, would the cold bother us? Would the hot bother us? Do we even need food? I ran into a fella years ago, and he was into something called breatharianism. So he said he hadn't eaten or drank water in over a month. He was getting all his energies and everything he needed from the sun. Not sure about that. I did research it a little bit. It is a real thing. But if we can just think about a few different things, come at it from different angles, try and figure out what life's all about. Personally, I don't think it's about working 9 to 5, being stressed out, being mortgaged out, being in debt up to the eyeballs that you're never going to pay it off, and taking all the stress that goes with it. I don't live like that. I've done okay. You know, it hasn't been easy all my life, but here I am, 64, and still going. It's like every day just unfolds and creates, and somehow the years pass, and all of us get through it. We find ourselves 40 years older, and we wonder, what was it all about? And remember, the material world, the cars, the homes, the clothes, the cottages, the extra money, we're not taking that with us. That has to stay here. When we leave this realm, none of that comes with us. But you know what does come with us? All the wonderful memories we have, all the positive things we've done. We take the good and bad with us, the experiences, but that's what helps us grow spiritually. So I'm spending my life meditating, doing breathing, trying to help people. Just want to try and inspire people, just get you to think a little bit differently. I'm not saying there's any right or wrong approach. Whatever works for you, makes you happy, that's a good thing. But don't be afraid to come at life from different angles, to stop, to breathe, do the follow your breath meditations that I've shown you. And really question, because the questioning, if people don't question, if people don't think differently, it's very hard to move forward. So I hope you've enjoyed me talking. I've kind of covered a lot of things and went a lot of places. But these are the things that I think about. I think about things a lot. And I meditate and reflect. Then I have those wow moments. And I'm hoping that by providing these videos, you'll also have those wow moments. So have a wonderful day, stay positive, and don't be afraid to look at things differently.